Welcome. In this lesson, we're just going to learn to write the rule for translation. The biggest thing is remembering that we are going from PQ, and it says it backwards. This little prime, this little tick mark above the P and above the Q means that's the image. P prime, and they call it P prime, and Q prime is a translation of PQ. So again, the P and Q that don't have the mark is where we start, and we go to the one that has the little prime or little mark above it. So we're going from Q to Q prime. You don't need to look at both of them. All you need to do is ask yourself, how did I get from one to the other? Every X value has shifted to the right, and we find out, oh, we've shifted over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've added 6 to my X values. And then I went from a -9 all the way up to a +1. I increased by 10. And again, there's nothing wrong if you want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I think it's easier to go from -9 to +1 is an increase of 10. So again, try not to overcomplicate it. Just pick one point in your original image and get to the corresponding point in the other image. So I'm going to go from S, which has an X value of -3, to S prime, which has an X value of 7. To go from -3 to 7 is an increase of 10 units for my X. But the Y went from -5, has a Y value of -5, all the way up to a Y value of +5. That's also an increase of 10. So hopefully this one won't be very difficult. And again, we'll go fairly quickly for this short week. Again, just pick one point and its corresponding point. It's interesting that we've always been adding. I'm sure that they're going to have to get to one where, okay, here's one where we get some subtraction. So I'm going to go from S all the way to S prime. So I'm going from an X value of 1 all the way over to an X value of -9. So that's -10. Ooh, and they're actually having you type it all in. X minus 10. So be sure to put the X in the minus. Then the Y value, going from a Y value of -3 all the way up to a Y value of +10, -3 to +10 is an increase of 13. So it's Y plus 13. Make sure you put the Y plus. Don't forget that. Otherwise, it will mark you wrong. Again, I'm going to go from maybe R to R prime, which means my X value is being increased by an amount. I'm going from a -9 to a +1. Again, that's an increase of 10. I sure like to use tens. The Y value, though, I'm decreasing. I'm going down. I'm going down from R to R prime. And I'm going from a 7 down to -1. That's minusing 8, or decreasing by 8. So just watch your signs and you'll do just fine. If you have any questions, please let me know.